In Colossians chapter 4, Paul writes this in verse 2: devote yourselves to prayer, keeping alert in it with thanksgiving. In this brief verse, Paul encourages us to remember and to be focused on three things. First is to devote yourself to prayer. What is prayer? Prayer is a believer's communication with God. Prayer involves both speaking and listening. It involves the whole range of our human emotions. When we pray with joy and thanksgiving and gratitude and appreciation. When we pray with a broken heart. We pray prayers of lament. We pray prayers of regret and confession. We pray prayers of supplication for other people and pressing concerns. We pray prayers of adoration to God. So prayer involves bringing all of our emotions, the whole range of who we are, to God, and God is comfortable hearing that. And we can share anything we need to with God in prayer, but it also, because it's a believer's communication with God, it's a two-way thing. We need to listen to God and take some time in silence ourselves. Paul says, devote yourselves to prayer, something that we're devoted to, we do regularly and faithfully. Some of you may enjoy doing games online. Some of you may do a language on Duolingo or Babbel or another language app. You know what you are devoted to. And I would just ask you, is prayer one of those things that you want to make sure you keep a streak going? And Paul then says, not only are we to be devoted in prayer, but we are to keep alert in it. Have you ever found yourself getting drowsy or even falling asleep while you were praying? Perhaps if you're praying late at night and you're even praying when you're lying in bed, it may be the last thing you remember doing before you fall asleep. But we know from the experience of Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane with his apostles that even though we are called to pray, we sometimes can have trouble keeping alert. And so this is just an admonition. Don't pray just when you're exhausted or when it's the very end of the day and it's the last thing on your mind before you can fall asleep. And do it, finally, Paul says, with thanksgiving. What a blessing it is to have a God who will listen to everything we have to say and share and not be hurt or offended by it. A God who loves us and wants the best for us. So I encourage you today to devote yourselves to prayer, keeping alert in it with thanksgiving.